All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Relentless recap. So, today we are ending small green, heading into the July 4th weekend here, up 568. Small base hit. Good to get some green after the last 2 days where we did fumble and ended red. Now, today we did trade primarily pre-market, and I will say, shout out to the DTD here, Day Trade Dash scanning software, which was pretty good in helping me identify the stocks that were moving up, right? So I plan on doing there's been some updates to Momo Pro that I'm going to check out, and I plan on doing a comparison video, but I'm going to continue to collect more data here over the next coming weeks, actually really week or two or so, just to make sure I get a good feel of the new updates over there. But man, we've been on top of the moves, and CV was one of the top stocks here today in pre-market. CV, let's pull it up. Let's go over that insane pre-market move. So now it doesn't look like much, but in terms of what I like to trade, this was everything and then some, right? Although we would have loved to see it hold up and give another 2 or 3 green candles before pulling back, we did nevertheless go from 4 up to 11. Well, actually 4 to 12, and we did get a couple of pullbacks along the way. And so if we're to pull up the 10-second chart here on CV, by the way, I've been using the 1 minute over here just to have the MACD available. But, we'll see how that goes. Right now, we're only in the first couple of days of looking at it, to help us out with determining the backside. So here we go. CV earlier, this thing started hitting the scans around 7:15, and we had a breakout over 489. We pushed up to a high of 550, small pullback in here to 537, then a rip to 7. And from there, we got up to then 8, pulled back. I believe, let's see, was this low? 659, 669, and then we pushed up to 885. From there, we had a low of 796, 798 before ripping to 955. Guys, right here, I had a trade that I did fumble a little bit. Let's come over to the log at Thinkorswim. By the way, I didn't really trade the open, so LIXT, I didn't really trade that one. If we come to the log here, you guys will see. Let's come up to CV right here. So we had 685. So my first trade was with smaller size just because, I needed to make sure that this thing was moving. But boy, am I catching some trades, man. 685 to 778, man. And then I sized up in increments. So this trade here was with 80 shares. I then went up to 600 shares, in at 782, out at 824. And this trade now is with 2,000 shares where I'm really looking to actually put actual size. And man, I got chopped out of this trade. So this was at 1723. So 717.23. What was the low of this candlestick? 798. And then we had 796. Okay. So I bought this dip, and I looking back, it's only showing that we had lows of 98. In the moment, I remember seeing a low of like 796 or lower. So it might have been coming into this candle maybe. Maybe I bought towards the end of this candle. It is saying 17. This was a 10. So towards the end of this candlestick is where I bought. And I bought it very early in the move down. And I think that's what got me, because I didn't give it that like quarter of a millisecond to really confirm, I just jumped in, and then I'm like, maybe I'm in a little too high, maybe even the size a little bit. And I got spooked out of this trade, man. This was the freaking trade of trades on the move for me. Because as you guys can see here, the next 10 seconds, we go to 955. 2,000 shares in at 99, out, let's say, I probably wouldn't have sold at the highs, but let's say I sold at like 880 or 910, 920. We could have at least made anywhere from like 1,500 to maybe 2,500 or more in this freaking trade. Instead, it was a 8-9 cent loss. Man, brutal, 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 brutal. However, though, back over 9, we jump back in this green candle. Let's see, let's check the time actually. This is at 42. So it would have been in this candle here. We jumped in and it ended up pushing all the way to 998. And I hit the bid at like 80, 980. I sold like 80, 85. No fill. No fill on this trade. No fill on this trade right here. So I then canceled and sold again. Didn't get filled. This is at like 65. I canceled and sold again. Now I'm getting filled at 40, 39. So, man, I can see it in my mind, so I will be able to materialize it and hold it in my hand. But very disappointing to not be up thousands, man. To have that imbalance, that proper imbalance. Maybe imbalance might not be the right word, but to have that positive ratio in my P&L, I need to be capturing and capitalizing on the hot days, on the hot moves that are good for my style of trade. Can't afford to just be up 500 when I should be up thousands on a stock like this. Because what happens, you'll have a natural red day, right? You might have gotten caught in an area, might have made a mistake or two, and then you're down 355, 600. And it looks as if you're at a 1-to-1 when this day, like today, should be up 3,000, right? So we gotta lock in on these hotter stocks. This was so close, man. And then this trade here I'm in, I felt so good because I sold early. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna try to get $1 plus a share. I'm gonna take this 80, 90 cents. Selling into green and still didn't get filled. Man, rough. But that was pretty much it. Kept it small and tight from there, and then into the open, LIXT. Didn't really trade this one, but it looks like it was decent. Big Steve mentioned it was moving well, so there must have been some good trades. I left out right, I believe in this area here. I'm like, okay, you know what? I made my money, and I'm just gonna shut it down. And so I left out pretty early, or it might have been over here. It might have been at 940. I think it was over here maybe. But yeah, I left out, and this thing curled back up. Looks like we had a nice red to green back over VWAP area, over 320s. It got up to 30, break up the high of 45. Pre-market highs were around 60. It pushed up right into that level, and it looks like it had a good pullback into VWAP here and continued higher. I didn't touch any of it. Locked in the $500. Yesterday we were green 450 pre-market, gave it back during the open. So, I was on a bit of a short fuse for the open. I'm like, man, if I don't see what I like here, I'm just going to, be done with it. It's a half day. Market closes at 1 p.m. today. So just a heads up, be careful if you're holding trades longer or just, looking at something for a longer hold or something like that. Just be careful with the shorter day today. But yeah, that was it. Taking the green, walking away. And just you're gonna look to just build up some green days, and then try to get the size behind it, right? Hey, if we can see those hot stocks in pre-market, that'll be the key. During the open is like the Wild West. I still think, although LIXT was good today, but we'll get something good every now and again. But pre-market, I want to continue to dial in those opportunities if I see them, and if I don't see what I like, I just need to not trade at all. Range opportunities can be worth it, but it has to be good pullbacks, good entries, and tight stops. But yeah, that was the day. Hit that thumbs up. Remember, if you guys want to check out the channel, not the channel, rather the community, the links are down below. And remember our disclaimer, day trading is risky. Most traders do lose money, so utilize small size, utilize simulators, practice and prove before exposing yourself to a ton of risk. Remember, copy trading never works here on the live stream. And lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers. Okay, so hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back on Monday morning at 7 a.m. For the students, we will have a Q&A Sunday with Marcelo. So you guys can tune into the Q&A Sunday this weekend, and we'll see you there. All right, take care, stay safe, stay green. It's been Relentless Trader, and I am, of course, signing out.